All right, we're back in action with another question from one of you. And that is, how do I stop complaining? Are you a complainer?
We've been complainers.
We've
been big complainers, yeah.
Sometimes it's really easy to complain, especially if you're not in a good place in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not happy and you're struggling within, often you just release all of that out into the world and you complain and you're negative, and it's like a vicious cycle. And you know, we're all trying to become happier, more positive people. And so one of those steps is to remove or decrease the amount that you complain in your daily life.
I think it's important to recognize how lucky you are. And I heard this statistic the other day that the chances of you being alive here today, right now watching this video, are somewhere around 400 trillion to 1. So you are the luckiest person in the world if you think of it that way.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
The odds that you are here right now are 400 trillion to 1. So you are so lucky. Do you realize how lucky you are that you were born into this world and that you have these opportunities? Focus on that and just kind of let everything else go. It's water under the bridge. Let it slide off your back. And I recently picked up this book because I'm always looking for new self-development books. I recently grabbed this one. It's called A Complaint-Free World. Check it out. By Will Bowen. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Sorry, Will, if I got that wrong.
Bowen,
Bowen, whatever. Will Bowen, A Complaint-Free World. And basically what he does, you see these purple bracelets. He recommends that you either buy one of those bracelets or use a rubber band or a hair tie or whatever, and you put it on your wrist. And every time that you find yourself complaining throughout the day, you switch the rubber band to the other wrist. And your goal is to go 21 days straight without having to switch your rubber band. So say I'm out and I get a coffee and I say, oh, it's so cold outside. And that's what a complaint is. It's just like, oh. You can see it in someone's body posture. You can hear it in their tone of voice. It's really negative and it sucks the energy out of any life situation. Every time you find yourself doing that, switch that bracelet over to the other side. And the day that you can get yourself to the 21 days, that's the day when you have made a shift. They say 3 weeks to make or break a habit, and so that's why he chose 21 days. I recommend picking up that book if you've never heard of it. It's kind of a novel concept, and I've been trying to do it myself, and here's kind of how it goes. You'll see this too. It'll go, okay, I'm on day 1. Tomorrow, I'm on day 1 again. The next day, I'm still on day 1, and you will be on day 1 for maybe even a week, maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe even a month. You really never know.
Depending on how bad it is.
If you aren't really conscious of those thoughts and those things that you say all the time that could be really negative, how many times in a day do you think to yourself, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't want to do that. That happens all the time, especially, oh, I don't want to go work out. But all of those things are times where you can make a positive shift. So anytime you hear yourself or, think those thoughts, just flip it and make it positive and say, actually, no, I'm not tired. I feel great. Maybe do some jumping jacks, whatever it is that you need to do to wake yourself up a little bit, making those shifts. So every time something negative pops into your head or you say, switch it around and make it positive.
Yeah, and that's really where it comes from. You can think those things. They can pop into your head. They will always pop into your head from now until the day that you die. You are going to have those thoughts, but it's your choice what you do with those thoughts. And so that's what this physical act of switching this bracelet back and forth does, is it gets you to be conscious of when you say that, when you choose to verbalize that thought. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're trying to push you away from, and this book can help you do that. And this, 21-day challenge of going complaint-free completely that's what it's designed to do, is to get you to make the choice to hear that thought in your head and to let it go. And instead, transform it into something positive that helps you move forward and helps you experience the true joy and happiness that you were put on this planet to take in.
It's so important to remember that we all have negative thoughts and feelings, and it's more not eliminating those, but learning how to deal with those, and not necessarily voicing those or putting those out into the world, because we all have them and we're all trying to move into a happier place. So be that source of inspiration and motivation for other people to make the same change in their life. And before you know it, the world would be a different place.
It totally would be. We don't need to hear about all the negative stuff. There's enough of that on the
Yes.
Fox News and all those other news channels. Let's be the ones that put the positive out there. Let's do it. Here we go. So practice that yourself, pick up the book, and be really conscious of the words that come out of your mouth, because your energy affects other people. And it's contagious. And the more you spiral that positivity, the more it'll snowball into a better world.